Space Jam: A New Legacy starring LeBron James opens across the country tomorrow, but tonight a red carpet premiere event underway in Akron.
And that is where we find our Suzanne Stratford. She's live inside of the Akron Civic Theater. She's our star. Hey, Suze.
Supergirl.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Supergirl. Hey, you guys are going to be joining us for that, but we'll talk about that at a later date and time, because tonight it is all about LeBron James and the new Space Jam movie, and of course all of the wonderful children and their families from the I Promise School who get to attend this event for free. And I'm not just talking about some little event. This has all the glitz and glamour of a major Hollywood production right here in downtown Akron. Right now the lobby's kind of empty because they're watching the movie, so we're going to show you some video of what it looked like just a short time ago as all these kids were showing up so excited with their family, their friends, everyone who gets a chance to see this special movie here tonight, right here in downtown Akron. So not only did they get swag bags and popcorn and candy, but there were photo ops with Bugs Bunny and some of the other Warner Brothers characters as well. And of course, then going to get a first look, the screening of that Space Jam 2 movie, A New Legacy starring LeBron James, who actually, this is so funny, as a kid himself was a fan of the original movie when it came out in 1996 when he was a kid, like 11, 12 years old, something like that. That movie, of course, starring Michael Jordan. Now there's all that, going back and forth competition, who's better. Of course, here in Ohio, we know who's better, but we'll just leave that there. But he did speak about it. He talked about the pressure doing this remake when he did his own red carpet event at the premiere out in Los Angeles, while all the moviegoers here tonight are just pumped and grateful to be part of this.
I came here to support my niece. She's in the I Promise School, and I think LeBron is doing such a beautiful job with the children, and we came to support him.
Listen, I was extremely nervous to even redo this film, and not saying it's a remake because it's a totally different ride with a new legacy, but just knowing how great the first one was, and but I put my heart into it. I put my looniness into it, obviously, with the tunes, and committed to it. I'm excited for what people are going to actually see.
And so we can't wait to hear the reaction to the movie, but we want to show you this. The reason we're showing you this big life-size cutout of LeBron in his shoes is because, of course, not only is LeBron stepping into Michael Jordan's shoes, with the movie, but of course, everyone's looking forward to those shoes being released. There's a whole line of shoes coming out tied to this movie. Very exciting. You can just imagine and bet they're going to be on everyone's Christmas or gift list this holiday season. But if you're going to be looking at those Looney Tune or Space Jam shoes, you might want to start saving those dollars right now, because I think some of the prices I saw online are like in the $265 to $300 range.
Wow.
So yeah, right. And they're going to sell out. So yeah, just a lot of excitement here in Akron. It's so much fun to be here.
What a special night there at the Civic Theater, just down the street from where he grew up, St. Vincent, St. Mary, and those kids. He treats those kids like they are his own. So congratulations to LeBron and the whole team tonight.
Have fun down there.
He's never forgotten his hometown or Northeast Ohio, that's for sure.
That's why you gotta love him. Thank you, Suzanne.
From an NBA superstar to a big name on the big screen, Space Jam 2, A New Legacy starring LeBron James will officially be in theaters tomorrow.
What doesn't this guy do? But families who are a part of his I Promise program will get a special screening today. Suzanne Stratford is live from the beautiful Akron Civic Theater with more. Suze, very exciting day there tonight.
Luna Elizabeth, it is extremely exciting here tonight. And you're right, what doesn't he do? I'm laughing because you're right. He's always up to something. And when he does it, it is first class. And I can tell you, it is absolutely first class here tonight at the Akron Civic Theater. It has all the glitz and glamour that you might see at a Hollywood premiere for his I Promise students and their families, hundreds of students. Actually, there's thousands of people all day for several screenings happening throughout the day. Now, the lobby's empty right now because they're actually watching the movie. But I want to show you some of the video from a short time ago when everybody was just arriving here for this event, and everybody was just so pumped and so excited to see everything. I mean, you had the red carpet outside, then once you got inside, they had swag bags, there's snacks, popcorn, everything free for these kids and their families to watch this movie at these different screenings. There are also photo opportunities with Bugs Bunny and other Warner Brothers characters here, a life-size cutout of LeBron James they could take pictures in front of before Space Jam 2, A New Legacy. Now, it's pretty funny when you think about LeBron James, who was actually a kid himself and a fan of the original movie when it came out in 1996 with Michael Jordan. So when he spoke about the movie during his red carpet event in Los Angeles last night, he said the pressure was on to make sure this was a good movie. And then when we talked to some of the kids coming here tonight, the I Promise students, they were very excited about the movie, but also they said very grateful, not just for tonight, but for everything LeBron has done for them.
He leaves me with no stress because I feel like my future is already geared up and it's going to be successful. And I have a lot of dreams and hopes. And he helped me a lot.
Listen, I was extremely nervous to even redo this film, and not saying it's a remake because it's a totally different ride with a new legacy, but just knowing how great the first one was, and but I put my heart into it. I put my looniness into it, obviously, with the tunes, and committed to it. I'm excited for what people are going to actually see.
You gotta love LeBron James and his quote-unquote looniness. Remember him in Trainwreck? He stole the show. He was so funny. So the reason we're showing you this cutout of him and those shoes is because, as you might imagine, it's all about the Nike shoes. And Michael Jordan has his, and there's already a whole line of Space Jam 2: A New Legacy. There's shoes, shorts, clothing, all sorts of items that I'm sure are going to be on many people's holiday gift lists. And although LeBron obviously isn't here tonight, he is here in spirit, and he did do a recorded message for all of the people attending so that they could really feel that spirit and really enjoy this evening and have that connection with him here at the Civic Theater.
Yeah, he is quite the entrepreneur. He's involved in so many businesses, so many activities. But bottom line here, Susan, we've talked about this before. He's never forgotten about Akron, always giving back.
Always giving back, proud of his hometown, proud of Northeast Ohio, and absolutely everybody here very proud of him too.
All right, Suzanne, thank you so much. The much anticipated new Space Jam movie starring LeBron James debuts worldwide this weekend, but tonight a very special pre-release screening was held in Akron.
Our Suzanne Stratford is back from the big event. Susie, you have some highlights and some early reviews.
That we do. Good evening, Lou and Elizabeth. It is LeBron James, his return to the big screen. LeBron James, of course, has been seen in other major motion pictures, but tonight was about much, much more than that, as you'll see.
I've seen this movie as a kid, so I can't wait to see what it's like.
From the moment they arrive, it's VIP treatment at the iconic Akron Civic Theater Thursday night.
We're hyped. We're ready to see it.
LeBron James, the James Family Foundation, and Warner Brothers hosting a special screening of Space Jam: A New Legacy starring James.
I love LeBron James.
More than 2 decades after the first movie with Michael Jordan.
I'm more excited to see this one.
It's amazing that he is doing something for the children and where he's from. And we're just so excited for him, and he's very successful, and we just love him.
That brings pride to people that live here.
The guests are students from LeBron's I Promise school and their families, like Erica Hawley, who got a college scholarship from James and dreams of becoming a lawyer.
Because I feel like my future is already geared up and it's going to be successful.
I'm so excited to see Space Jam. Just a kid from Akron. We love LeBron.
And it's not just the red carpet. There are swag bags, free snacks, and everything you might expect at a real Hollywood premiere. There's endless razzle-dazzle, all free and fabulous, including photo ops with Bugs Bunny, Lola, and a life-sized James cutout, who recorded a message here while attending the LA premiere Wednesday, talking about the pressure filling Jordan's shoes.
Listen, I was extremely nervous to even redo this film, and not saying it's a remake because it's a totally different ride with a new legacy, but just knowing how great the first one was, and but I put my heart into it. I put my looniness into it, obviously, with the tunes, and committed to it. I'm excited for what people are going to actually see.
And so were they. Fans calling the film a slam dunk.
I liked how all the characters went CGI and stuff.
I loved the movie. It was way better.
It was better than the first one.
Everyone here grateful for the night, the school, and LeBron James. What's your favorite part?
I think it's like LeBron James. I love basketball now.
I love basketball now. He's so cute. The future LeBron James, perhaps. Space Jam: A New Legacy, by the way, hits theaters worldwide and streaming on HBO Max tomorrow. And something else, Lou and Elizabeth, of course, you'll see in the film, his different Nike tennis shoes. And those are already hitting the market as well, as you might expect, and going for, I think, $265
Oh, boy.
something like that. There's gear, there's shorts, there's shirts, as you might expect, all coming out too.
Absolutely. Suze, thanks.